folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Sooners will kick this away to get us going. Handed off. And gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches, because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Quickly. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On the move now. Contact as he threw it. The receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Anytime you go to an empty formation, you're putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the offensive line to be able to hold up on 3rd down. But because they spread them out, he found the matchup that he liked and got the 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what we talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to run.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Let's it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. And this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Touchdown. Balls. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Powers through. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Important second down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Delayed handoff. Breaks into open space. Some hard running there through a tackle. Blocked with the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
It's a quick grab. Headed for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who's on that 98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play without pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick grab. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Fighting him off. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the mark before being taken down. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And here's the handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price for being hit there at the end.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also the
football comes out, and the defense comes up with the football.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. A draw to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. They've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the ball spotted at the 17. We've been better off just taking a knee. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They're going to run it here. He gets loose. They get him down, but that's a nice Nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. And I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, I think
continues to fight for yards. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Important third down play coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
How about that, Chris? Third down and 2, they get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
Big throw hot on the left side. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Needs to be just inches short of the marker.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. In the clear at the 25. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
I love to see a quarterback willing to put his life on the line for his teammates. What a job here of picking up the first down, taking that big hit, and going right back to the huddle. You could see his teammates patting him on the back.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the right side. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. The ball's looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He keeps it on the design run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now here's the toss play. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. And you keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
The shotgun running play call. finally stop them at the 8. It'll be first and goal. And the Sooners trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. He rolls it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
For a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving him in the end zone for a touchback. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. He'll hand it off. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Well, it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 29. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a third and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle. That'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play. Now we got fourth down.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Breaking tackles and going. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Quick catch over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Here comes an important third down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time. Look at a throw on third and goal. Looking to scramble. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
To end a long drive on a goal-to-go situation, to just settle for a field goal has to feel like a win if you're this defense. You get the third down sack and limit the damage. Big-time play by the D.
Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Using the ground game here. Tailback, here's the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a...
They'll take a deep shot here. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeps the football. Puts into space at the 50. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
And as we wrap up the third quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks free. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Sooners. The defense produces 6 points.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He's got it in the open. They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Wide open downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
And the Vols have 1st and 10 here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the sack on first down, it's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Extending the play now. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
He lets it go. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Vols will line up now. It's first and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Looking for 6, and they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Now it's third down and goal for the offense. He's got a man down the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's how you finish a play.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Oklahoma, 42, 21.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
Choosing to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game. I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. The Volunteers come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Caught by the receiver. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Looking to throw it again. finds an open target on the left side. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The ball is looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vols.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the PAT is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I know this quarterback loves to take this shot downfield on the go route. Not able to connect this time, but you can guarantee this offense will look for those quick shot opportunities again.
Leaning on the run game here. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and may prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year.
Breaks an open space. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And the defense smothers him for no gain. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down and goal. QB keeper all the way. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Here we go, 3rd and goal coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Dump ball caught by the running back. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up on the 17-yard line. And they'll use the ground game here. Across the 30. He's found some room at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the quarterback will take a knee.